You know why you're here. You wanted to see how bad the Steelers do this year. So let's just week 1 right here. Falcons at Falcons Arena.
Falcons have gotten much better this year, so
Much better.
I
And
think
yeah, frankly, it shouldn't even be much of a contest. It should be an easy loss for the Steelers.
an easy loss.
But another game that shouldn't be much of a contest is the Broncos.
Yep, I just don't think the Broncos are going to be on
Mm-hmm.
that level this year. Like kind of like last year, they weren't on that level.
Yep, Broncos got
I
a
think oh yeah, what'd you say?
they got a young quarterback. So he's going to be still fresh to the league. He has to play despite the Steelers kind of sucking, their defense still is pretty solid.
Yeah,
So he has to go up against that, which will not be fun. I mean, he has to go up against one of the Watts,
yeah,
Fitzpatrick. It's not an easy defense. So
yeah.
I think Bo Nix is going to get his challenge and get a loss, giving the Steelers their first win of the season.
Hey, 1-1, they aren't looking too bad yet.
Not yet. And another team that's rather challenged this year is the Chargers.
Yep.
I'll let Mason give the spiel on this one.
Yeah, they just sort of stink, man. Like Justin Herbert's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Trouble.
Poor guy.
The Steelers win here.
They sure do. All right, pause for 1 second. I just want to check something. Talk. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure audio was going through. Oh, shoot. No, not that. All right, now on to week 4. They got to go play the Colts at Indianapolis. Now, I actually, despite watching the Colts play their last week of the preseason, which this is recorded the day after those games, Anthony Richardson looked a little rough. I've heard some training camp things that he's like not the greatest passer. But all things considered, this is 4 weeks, the 4th week into the season, so like he's had some games, and I mean Jonathan Taylor's good, so hopefully they can carry, and we believe that the Colts will walk away with the win, giving the Steelers their second loss of the season.
Yep, 2-2, baby.
Now you might think, oh great, they're 2-2. It's a decent record to start, so why not give them another game that they might be able to win? And they just don't get that, and they have to go up against the Cowboys next. Now, Cowboys are, throughout the past couple seasons, have been a good team, have made it to the playoffs, don't win in the playoffs, but regular season Cowboys, different breed. Like,
Yeah.
Dak Prescott's an MVP in the regular season most of the time. Like, MVP numbers. But
Yep.
they just don't win
Yeah,
in the
they
playoffs.
They just can't get past that first round of playoffs.
And, I mean, Steelers offense should not be able to do anything against the Cowboys defense, realistically. Steelers have a decent run game, but then their quarterback situation is somehow still pretty much just as bad. It's a little better, but it's still not great.
Matter. I mean, like their number one wide receiver right now is George Pickens.
Yeah. And then their number 2 is someone else. I don't even know. So we're going to have to go ahead and give the Steelers the loss this week. And then their next week is up against the Oakland Raiders. Whoa.
Wow.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Line.
And they're playing in Vegas. Yeah. And I'm a Raiders believer this season. I think the Raiders are going to be a solid team.
And I think Gardner Minshew is gonna carry the Raiders.
Gonna ball out and carry them to a win, giving the Steelers their 4th loss of the season. Now, the Steelers next week get to play a team that last year was horrible, and they sucked offensively, and that's the Jets.
Yeah.
And
Well, the problem is that the Jets' offense could be horrible and still win this game.
exactly, because their defense is still probably a top 5 in the league.
And like Brody said, the quarterback situation is awful. So.
Yeah, so if they can just cook whoever's at QB, there shouldn't be much of an issue there, giving the Steelers their 5th loss of the season. Now this next game is against a team that does suck, still sucks, and when it comes to quarterback issues, they're probably the top in the league, because they have Daniel Jones, who's going on to his 6th year and still sucks.
Yeah, it's awful.
So,
Get with it.
But, you think. You would think.
Yeah, you would think, oh yeah, the Steelers win here. No, Daniel Jones comes out and balls.
So we had
Takes a win.
to give a bit of an upset there. Which, it's funny because a Steelers losing is an upset, but that's how it is. In the week 9 is their bye week, going in 2-6, which is a awful record, honestly. Terrible. And so then if you like what you're watching, we have videos out for 2 AFC teams so far as of the posting of this, and all of the NFC teams. And then the AFC teams will be coming out up till the first game of the season. So subscribe, turn on post notifications, anything. It all helps. It's free. It means a lot. But let's keep going.
Exactly.
Next week is the Commanders, which they're not looking great. They just traded away their second string receiver, and now they don't really have a wide receiver too.
Yeah, they're looking worse than they were just a couple days ago.
They still got some ups, but it's not great, and frankly, it's not good enough to beat the Steelers, giving the Steelers their 3rd win of the season. Now
we're on to a 4-game divisional stretch.
Yeah, and even after that, it's not a fun stretch. They start with the Ravens. We'll keep this one short and sweet. I firmly believe Ravens are a top 2 team in the league. They just got better since last year, so Ravens are going to walk away with this win. And then you got to go play their divisional rivals, the Browns.
Yeah, let's just be honest. This is going to be a crap show because the Browns defense always finds a way to crap on other teams. Especially when the other team has QB problems.
Yeah. And then they got to go. They'll play the Bengals right after at the Bengals Stadium.
And their offense, as long as Joe Burrow's healthy, is going to torch the Steelers.
It shouldn't be much of a contest there, so that's going to give the Steelers another loss. And then right after that, they have to go play the Browns again.
And let's just be honest here, it's not going to be a different story than the last matchup. They're gonna get killed.
And as if giving them their divisional opponents who are all good isn't hard enough, why not give them a decent, other opponent? And they have to play away for this game.
I mean, I feel like this one's one that could be close because of the way Jalen Hurts plays. But I still think the Eagles take this one away.
Giving the Steelers their 11th loss of the season. And then back right now to another divisional opponent being the Ravens. This time the away game. And I mean, if they lost the first one at home, there shouldn't be a question for the second one. So we have to go and give the Ravens the win. Steelers getting their 12th loss of the season. Now, if all that wasn't hard enough, why not throw the former Super Bowl champions, the Chiefs, at them?
Yeah, this is bad, man.
They have...
Because you know how this is going to go.
It's going to be a plain and simple loss. They have all the negative momentum you can get, then just go play a good team. And then they end off their season playing against the Bengals, this time at home.
And right here, they're going to upset the Bengals.
They sure are. They're going to be able to take it out and beat the Bengals, giving them their 4th win of the season as of the final week. Ending off their season 4-13. Not a great record. Not at all. Now, some of these games are toss-ups. Like, honestly, the Raiders, the Colts, the Giants could probably go anyway. The division games, maybe. But even then, Steelers are just not looking good this year.
Yeah.
And
not looking very good.
If they, they could re-sign some legends like Antonio Brown or Juju Smith-Schuster, or even Le'Veon Bell. They are all on free agency, but signing them is only issues for your team. He's still willing to play.
I know.
Actually, I think the Steelers. I think Antonio Brown said he would play for free if the Steelers wanted him to.
Antonio Brown?
I believe he did. CTESPN founder right there. which even then that's probably a mistake. But they only need a quarterback. That's the issue. Just Fields and Russell Wilson is not the move, unfortunately. Neither of them are playing good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's easy as that. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like what you watched, feel free to subscribe. It's free, helps us out, and we'll love you till the day you die if you do.
Exactly.
So yeah, see you in the next one.
Later.